Hey guys, it's Bored John, and when Bored John is bored, Bored John likes to watch 90s commercials because it's the only way he can feel alive anymore. Food commercials, volume 3. Let's get into it.
Alphagetti and Zoodles make me the king of the fun in my backyard. There are lions and apes. I'm so great. And an elephant in a car. A kangaroo. A hippo, too. I became the king of this city by eating up my fun-shaped noodles. Heinz, Zoodles, and Alphagetti.
These yummy pasta shapes in tomato sauce make your lunch an adventure. Heinz, Alphagetti, and Zoodles. We make the noodles, you make the fun.
I'm sorry. Am I seeing myself on the screen right now? He said a purple hippo? My friends, this is a huge moment for me, and I think other people who are a fan of Mr. Hippo. After all, we all know that Mr. Hippo is in fact a large purple hippo. Unfortunately, Mr. Hippo is also an animatronic, unlike this hippo who seems to be a cartoon, but in that world he's a flesh and bone hippo. I remember when I was a flesh and bone. This reminds me of a time I was with my good friend Orville. I don't want to think this is where Scott got the idea of a freaking purple hippo. And I would love to see if this hippo goes on rants. Wait, and a yellow elephant? Orville? My good friend Orville. It's my good friend Orville. Orville the elephant. Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be here. Standing ovation. So we have my good friend Orville. We have me right here. Is there a green frog around here? Is that what this is? Is this a green frog? Happy frog? Scott. No, surely not. But that, because of all the colors these could be. I mean, actually, no, that's an ape, I think. But two of them, purple elephant, purple hippo, yellow elephant. Scott, do you think you're being slick, referencing a commercial from the 90s that people don't remember? I have to say, Scott Cawthon is a very, very smart man. He's been planning things out, probably since he was born. You know, he's just call him Nikocado Avocado because he's always 2 steps ahead. Oh, this reminds me of a but a purple hippo and a yellow elephant.
The noodles, you make the fun.
So, your supply teacher today will be Miss Bonnie. Now, today, boys and girls, our lesson will be chocolatey taste. Chocolate. Chocolate taste. Now, Quick brings you even more big chocolatey taste in the new Nestle Quick Chocolate Bar. There's a white chocolate figure of me on every bar. Big chocolate, real quick.
Nestle Magic.
What's inside Nestle Magic is what's inside the sparkling foil. What's inside the sparkling foil is what's inside the chocolate ball. What's inside the Nestle chocolate is what's inside the ball that pops. What's inside the ball that pops is...
Wow! It's Hercules. It's Simba, Dalmatians, or Aladdin, all from Disney. They're hidden inside. A surprise in a ball in chocolate and foil in a box.
What's inside? What will you find in your...
The Nestle Magic Ball.
We were drinking so much juice, we were always running out. Till Mom found Welch's Juice Makers. It's a concentrate, but it's not frozen. Now it's easy to keep lots of juice in your pantry. And easy to make, too. Just pop, pour, and add water. You'll find them with the bottled juices. Now there's 3 new flavors. Each one's 100% juice. Glad Mom stocked up on Welch's Juice Makers.
Whoa. Do that again.
Oreo double stuffed cookies. If the taste doesn't get you, the cream will. Only Oreo.
Now entering Sector 5. All conventional weapons ineffective. Secure and deploy your secret weapon.
Think of a land where grand mountains, cold, fresh waters, lush green forests, and ripe fruits blend together in perfect harmony. Think pure, sparkling water imported from Canada with natural fruit flavors. Think clearly Canadian. Now, drink that thought. Clearly Canadian. Made with imported Canadian water.
It's the greatest thing that's happened to a sandwich since sliced bread. The one and only Vlasic Sandwich Stackers. Ham up your ham.
Wow.
Make your tikey pikey.
Wow!
Tap it up with the original Sandwich Stackers from Vlasic. The perfect pickle to stack. It's party time, people.
Make your toiky poiky. And your oiky poiky and the oingo boingo. The toiky poiky. You guys like some toiky that's poiky? What does one mean by turkey? It's dead. I don't know. Some people were into that.
So pick up those party platters. Pick up some pickles. Some Vlasic pickles. Pick up your poultry, your pot roast. Save the pickle platter. But be sure and pick the perfect pickle. Pick a Vlasic. The perfect pickle for piking it up.
A1, it's how steak is done.
And have an A1 day. Now, I'm not really a big steak fan. I love meat. It's just whenever I've had steak, it's like the steak is like this big, but then there's only like that much meat on it. Like, I'm fat enough. I don't need to be putting more fat into my body. Like, if you get a steak that big, like 95% of it is fat. You know, you want a little bit of fat on a steak to keep it moist, add a little bit of flavor. You don't want 95% of it to be fat. You know, I hate steak like that. But like the cube steaks, you know, the actual like steaks in cube, those are really good. Those are really good. Any steak that has extremely low fat on it, you know, something I could easily trim off if I wanted to, you know, that maybe hasn't, you know, inside the steak itself. But when you're having a steak that big and there's just like that little circular area of steak and the rest is just fat, no, that is freaking gross. I don't like the texture of it. I don't like just it. I've got enough right here. I don't need to be putting any more in my body intentionally. So, but I do like steak when it's, I mean, Texas, you know, my mom and stepdad, when we had steak, those were the kinds of steak that they were the big freaking steaks, but only like a small portion of meat. Ever since I've lived here in North Carolina, the steaks are so different. They're better. Pulled pork, same thing. Texas pulled pork, you have like these huge chunks of fat. It's just, I don't like the texture of it. It's like, but here, the pulled pork is freaking delicious. It's delicious. I can't stop putting it in my mouth. Just like meat. Let me know what you... Do you guys like steak? Or you like, you know, do you like steak or you like me? Where he's like, yeah, I like steak. I can do without all the fat on it. Like when a steak is like more fat than meat. Just, no. Also, what is your favorite go-to sauce? Some people like ketchup. Some people just like a little salt and pepper. And some people go to their trusted A1. Some people like hot sauce. You know, for me, you know, a barbecue sauce is really good, like a sweet teriyaki kind of thing. Or, you know, if there's no sauces at all and you have like mashed potatoes and stuff like that, you know, you're like a kid. You take a little bit of the meat, you have mashed potatoes, and, you know, maybe if there's like corn or something, you one bite, and it helps to blend together a lot of the flavors, and it's really good. But yeah, what's your go-to meat topping sauce preference?
Breyers has created a spectacular ice cream dessert called Viennetta. But despite its delicious premium ice cream, with its irresistible crisp chocolatey layers, Viennetta could leave you with one small problem. Viennetta from Breyers. One slice is never enough.
Charles Mann for Hungry Man.
In my line of work, I really build up an appetite. And I tackle it with Swanson Hungry Man dinners and pot pies. Hungry Man satisfies my appetite with 50% more meat. Extra portions that taste extra good. So take it from Charles Mann. Hungry Man will satisfy your appetite too.
Look for Swanson Hungry Man dinners and pot pies in your neighborhood grocer's freezer.
I'm calling fake news. All of that's fake news. I've had those so many times, and it doesn't really even feel like it's a pound. Like, I think more of the weight comes from the tray. I think the weight comes from the tray. You know, and I remember back when, you know, I remember these commercials, but I also remember, if you remember Booker T, a whole pound of food men love. You know, Booker T, five time, you know, him. And we would have them, and it's just like, you have them, and then you're still hungry. I mean, it could be me. I mean, I've eaten a 5-pound burrito before, massive cookie like this big, and like 2 big gulp like drinks like this, and I walked out hungry. And I was super thin at the time because I was working at SeaWorld, so like all my fat was just like gone, and I was hungry, but 6-pound burrito, massive cookie, and that much, you know, soda. So when I have Hungry Man, it's like, really? Are you sure it's not for like Hungry Midget Man? Because oh it's Hungry Midget Man. Hungry Small Man. Look, I can't help that I'm 6'4", okay? I have a lot of body that needs a lot of nutrition, and a little tiny thing like that just doesn't satisfy me. Yeah, that's what she said.
Hi, may I take your order? Hello? How can I help you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
This week history is being made. Not here, but in the kitchen. This week, Ore-Ida introduces fast fries. So crispy, so delicious, you won't believe they came from your oven and not from a fast food place. Fast fries. They're that good.
Hello?
What's for dinner? Hamburger Helper cheeseburger macaroni. I'm gonna make a real good, feel good meal. It's gonna have some good old family appeal.
Keep 'em smiling with real cheddar cheese.
Hamburger Helper makes a real good feel good meal.
Hamburger Helper cheeseburger macaroni.
Yeah.
I love Hamburger Helper. It's so good, so good. Mom made it all the time, all the time. We had a lot of Hamburger Helper. There were 3 kids. You all need to eat. No, Hamburger Helper. But the hamburger one, the cheeseburger one, we got or the bacon cheeseburger rather. Beef stroke me off. John, yes, I know what I said. I'm not fucking stupid. What was another one? The pizza one. That one was really good. And even now, I mean, even though meat is expensive as hell, and a pound of meat a couple years ago was like, or just last year was like $5. We get a pound of meat for $5. Same pound of meat costs $11 now. So if all else fails, you could still make the noodles with the packets and just not have the hamburger part of it. But then it's not Hamburger Helper. It's just Helper. But yeah, Hamburger Helper was great. People were thinking like, oh man, that's a poor person food. No. That's what people eat when they're not elitist assholes who have a lot of money. You know, people who have 3 kids and not a whole lot of money to go around. I know. Crazy how freaking certain people think that because they're college educated, that they're so much better than everyone else. And they look down on people who eat stuff like that. I'm sorry, I don't have $20 a day to go to freaking Starbucks and waste that much money on 1 cup of coffee. And I'm sorry that I don't have the money to feed them wholesome, organic. No. Rich people. Always looking down on others. But Hamburger Helper, so good. So good.
If I were big, hey, sport, I'd be really big. I'd have so many muscles. I'd have muscles on muscles. So I could do what I want. Cause who would stop me? Not even the biggest bully. And I could do,
Hey, kid, drop that bully.
like the most wicked cannonballs into a swimming pool of high state. Cause when you're this big, you get really thirsty.
I see. Big fruit taste for kids who think big.
That dude looked like he had phenomenal cosmic power and like he was going to take over Agrabah. Phenomenal cosmic powers. The universe is his to command, to control. Also, you could see like he had the cuffs. I mean, is that what they were going for? Like phenomenal cosmic power. Big space.
Happy Easter from Hershey's Kisses.
Wake up, America! Now Kool-Aid has a new fun bottle that's got this country's kids running wild. It's Kool-Aid Cool Bursts, and it doesn't play by the rules. Kids are twisting the top, bending the nets, and squeezing the bottle for everything they're worth. Its taste is so outrageously fruity, it's completely out of control. So watch out for Kool-Aid Cool Bursts, or it's too late.
Cool Burst soft drink.
No one can stop the burst.
So full of life, save us.
It seems everyone who tries new Sun Chips feels smarter eating them.
Polly wants another one.
Smarter because they're multigrain.
Polly wants you to fill her water cup.
Smarter because of the taste.
Polly thinks you should paint this room, and this time pick a better color.
Smarter because they're naturally delicious.
Polly wants to know why one species feels it's okay to imprison another purely for its own entertainment.
New Sun Chips. You'll feel smarter eating them.
I love Sun Chips. Those are really good. Like the sun-dried tomato ones. There's that one. There's the garden vegetable one, which is really, really good. Cheddar. I mean, the just traditional plain sun, really good. I don't think I liked them so much as a kid, but you know, when you get older, you like old people things like Raisin Bran and oatmeal and Sun Chips and biscuits, and you know, other things that old people like. You know, going to bed early, waking up early. You know, things old people do. But yeah, Sun Chips, really, really good. Really, really good. Same thing. They're like, what the hell? Junk doctors? Interesting. There's just a truck that went by that had like junk doctors and just filled with garbage. I think they're going around collecting all the stuff outside right now. But what was I saying? Yeah, Sun Chips. They're not, the bag is not that big, but it's like $4.25 a bag, which is why I don't buy them often, because it's not worth it, because the bag's only like this big, but then the chips are like down here. So it's
New sprinklers, candy-coated ice cream.
Fetch, Duke.
Nice throw, doofus.
Popsicle zone. Ho-ho!
Hi from Snapple. A detective from Arizona writes, I'm an avid buyer of Snapple, but during my last purchase, I found the label on upside down. You're kidding.
I would like to say that I think it's a great product. Everybody makes mistakes, so the label's not really a big deal, and I just want to let them know that there was a little bit of error, and it's no big deal.
Sorry about the upside-down label, Charles. At Snapple, we don't like mistakes either. We are working hard to ensure that a similar error will not occur. Thank you.
It's a fully loaded six-er soda with carbo. Feed the rush.
Yeah, Surge. I talked about the last one because they had a commercial for it. I love it. It's still around, kind of. Like, I don't think you can buy any physical cans, or if they do, it's very rare. But every time I see Surge, it's like the rare occasion I go into like McDonald's or a fast food place, they have it in there. Some gas stations, I think that's actually where I've seen it the most, like at the gas stations. So whenever I go in, whether it be fast food or gas stations, both I hardly go to. You know, if I see Surge, I make sure I get it because I love it. I love it. It's delicious, and I can't stop putting it in my mouth. Okay, next video. All right, so rad 90s commercials. So, I mean, the other ones, some of them are in a playlist, and the others are just not in the playlist yet. So I just try to find the ones that I didn't watch yet. So, yeah, 90s commercials, rad 90s commercials, volume 2, and let's go.
Here in Mrs. Stone's kitchen, we've secretly replaced Jimmy's usual Pop-Tart with a Pillsbury toaster strudel. Let's see if he notices.
Whoa, what's this?
It's a Pillsbury toaster strudel. It's like a Pop-Tart,
But better.
it's got flaky crust, juicy filling.
And check the icing. Where'd this come from?
From your grocer's freezer.
Cool.
It's Pillsbury toaster strudel. Something better just popped up.
Yeah. But why are you whispering?
I don't think that my father, the inventor of toaster strudel, I'm sorry, but if you put a warm, flaky toaster strudel on his plate and tell him to tell the difference, or you know which one's the Pop, I'm sorry, would anyone pick that up and say, oh yeah, this is the Pop-Tart? One is hard and crusty, and one is soft and flaky. Now, if you gave him a frozen toaster strudel, that might be a different situation. But toaster strudels, the scrambles with the breakfast with the bacon, eggs, and cheese, those are like, those never last for me because, again, I'm a big guy. And so it's like, oh, you'll just have like one or two. No, I've got to have like the entire freaking box. And even then, I'm still hungry. I can't help it. I'm 6'4". If I could change my height and, you know, all that, I would. But I can't. Okay? I can't do it. But yeah, toaster strudels and the frosting with it, it's like there's never enough. You know, it's like you want to smother it with it, but you can't because it's only like this tiny packet. So it's like, okay, gotta be stingy with it. Oh God, that one's too much. Ugh, too much of this tasty white frosting type thing came out. I squirted too much of it out. And then you eat it, it's like right there, and you've got a little bit of a right there.
How many combinations are there? Combinations? Fruit flavor combinations.
Are in every bag of Skittles.
Skittles. Well, there's Grapleberry.
What?
It's a name thing. Like Lim Lamore. No, like lemon, lime, and orange.
See, every Skittles combination
is a new taste with a new name. New taste, new name. New taste, new name. Oh, I get it. Strawberry, lemon, orange. Orange, remember name? Perhaps not. So how many combinations are there in every bag of Skittles? Bite-sized candies. Find out for yourself. Taste the rainbow. Can I try it again?
They're the ultimate bamboozle team. Some even call them invincible. In Bamboozle, the time it takes them to create 5 words is the time their opponents get to guess them. They use more time to make challenging words.
Licorice.
38 seconds. A shorter time for quick words.
12 seconds.
Now they guess their opponent's words in
9 seconds.
Okay. Beer. Nuts. Peanut butter and...
Play Bamboozle and be like these guys.
TurboGrafx 16 is about to knock video games back into the Stone Age. It's 10,000 years ago. You're a cave dude. You are carnivorous. You've got to bonk 28 stages of prehistoric bad guys to rescue your excellent-looking princess. And you've only got one weapon. Bonk's Adventure, only on the TurboGrafx 16 system.
Liquid Cheer really hits the spot.
It's fun to cut wiggles, it's fun to cut squiggles. But fun all about, and it's all cutting out. The incredible cutter cuts paper like butter. It cuts to and fro, where scissors can't go.
Even scissors can't cut like Cut It Out. Just flip the switch and the Cut It Out machine makes cutting as easy as drawing. Cut It Out cuts comics and magazines or your own cool creations.
Did you cut that out? It's what fun's all about, and it's called Cut It Out.
Cut It Out comes with these 12-color projects and everything you see here, battery not included.
This ain't just drag racing. This is Diddy Kong racing. The rough riding, balloon grabbing, coin snatching, boss beating, rumble pack ready, racing adventure that's definitely off track. For 1 to 4 players, only on N64.
Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing. Not as fun as Mario Kart, but you know, you could you had carts and you could fly in the little planes and but it wasn't as, what's the word here? Polished? Like with controls and stuff like that. I mean, unlike Mario, this one had like a hub world. You could ride around to the different levels, and you had to have like certain amount of certain score, I think, or something, or coins or whatever you collected to get through. Kind of like a Banjo-Kazooie sort of thing, which is where Banjo came up first. He was in Diddy Kong Racing. But great game, but Mario Kart was better. That's why we haven't seen any more Diddy Kong Racings. They also tried Banjo Racing, which didn't work out very well. So Mario Kart is just supreme.
Introducing Me Fingos, the wholesome new cereal made to eat with your fingers. How wholesome am I? Read my hips. I'm low in fat and so nutritious. So bye-bye bowl, so long spoon. Now, all you need to enjoy cereal anytime you want are these. Hey, am I good or what?
New Fingos, the wholesome cereal made to eat with your fingers in cinnamon.
So like normal cereal. If I get a box of like Oreos, you don't need to put them into a bowl and milk. You can just sit there and eat it out of the box. Like those things are big. They're more like potato chips than anything. Like grain, oat chips or whatever it would be. But you can already do that. You can already reach into a box. You can already reach into a cereal box and eat them like...
And honey toasted up.
Bring out the tiger.
Nice try. Winners practice hard and eat smart, like Kellogg's Frosted Flakes as part of this complete breakfast. They're great. Play for the court. Take it. Okay, Tiger, let's check your hang time.
Test yourself with the Tony stopwatch.
Wow.
Not bad, huh? It's yours for $1.99 and one proof of purchase.
Most low-priced computer ads include legal type, like this, to let you know about all the wonderful things you won't be getting with your computer. Now this system includes everything you need to get started. Printer, monitor, and software. It's only $14.99 plus shipping and tax. And best of all, it's from Gateway. Gateway computers feature Intel Pentium processors. Call us at 1-800-GATEWAY and we'll build one for you. The all-in-one, internet-ready Gateway Astro PC is so simple to set up, you'll have it up and running in less than one donut. Just $799 with an Intel Celeron processor. Call 1-800-GATEWAY. Okay, you probably think they look alike. But with Gateway, you get basic help over the phone for as long as you own it. After a month, you pay for it. Here, you get a color printer. Nope, not here. This one you can trade in toward the purchase of a new one after 2 years. Yours forever. Still think they look alike? We'll build you a PC with an Intel Pentium 2 processor for $1,598 or $45 a month. Call 1-800-GATEWAY.
Wow. I don't even remember what our first computer was. It was slow. Like, this was back in the day where even a picture took like 5 minutes to load. So if you were up at night trying to look up naughty pictures, yeah, most likely you were probably going to get caught by your parents because those things took forever to load. Videos, even worse. I remember, you know, YouTube taking, like, we were trying to watch, like, what was it, like, you know, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess trailer, and thing takes, like, an hour to freaking load. And we were living on base, so, you know, we had really good internet, like, the speed should have been fine, but, you know, or it should have been a lot better. But it was so slow. You know, AOL and stuff like that. If someone was online, you couldn't use the phone. But now we have computers right here. Right here. Everything we need. Phone, text, games, music, anything you want, right here. But if you're like me and you like the practical, you know, the one that you don't have to carry around with you all the time, you can just leave it at home. Like this computer that I got was about $1,400. It was like 1401 or something like that. And that was like 3 years ago. Now the same computer is significantly, you know, less in price. Now we have the newer computers, which are about the same price as this one was back then. You know, this was Intel i7. The newer ones that are like i9 are around 14, 15, 1600. So technology, I mean, a computer like this should be much less by now. Much less. But Intel i7 is still really good. So, you know, it's going to be a little more costly. But yeah, this is significantly less than when I first got it 3 years ago. And then the newer ones, like what I said with like i9, they're about the same price as this computer used to be. So never worry too much about getting what's up to date. Because i7, like I said, it's still really, really good. For me, at least, I don't run a whole lot of crap. You know, the games I play aren't really intense graphically. So, but I do want to get a new computer, but I need to get the money for that first. You know, being able to play games, current games, and not have to rely on, you know, old games and stuff like that because my computer can't handle the newer stuff. It could, it's just I'd have to play it on like super low graphics, and I don't want that. But yeah.
To the thousands of special effects already found on Sega Genesis, we add one more. The Sonic Boom. Sonic the Hedgehog, now included when you buy a Genesis system.
The Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Because Sega does what Nintendo don't. Despite the fact that Sega only has like one mascot. And while at this point, Nintendo already had many amazing games under its belt. From The Legend of Zelda to Mario 1, Mario 3, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country. Actually, I don't think Donkey Kong Country was out at this time. But I think Super Mario World was. Because this was made to kind of compete with the Super Nintendo. So, but yeah. If you think about the 90s video game wars, Nintendo just dominated. There, you know, you had all these other consoles coming out. You had the, you know, every time a new console for Nintendo came out, it's like, oh, look, here's the Sega Dreamcast that no one got. Or the Sega Saturn that no one got. Meanwhile, the Nintendo 64 and GameCube, and they did just well. They did just fine. They did just fine. While, you know, the Jaguar and all those other freaking things just faded into obscurity, and you can only really remember them now with Angry Video Game Nerd and other people who care enough to waste $400 or $500 on those pieces of shit. But Nintendo just dominated. But I had both, Nintendo and Sega. I had to buy my own Sega though. And so for a kid my age at that time, I had to save up birthday money and Hanukkah money and Christmas money and Easter money. Yeah, but Sega, just Nintendo, just dominated.
If you can gesture, you can gesture. Gestures, the split-second charades game. Your teammates try to guess your gestures before the one-word clues disappear. Each player has to act out 4 one-word clues before they're swallowed up by the timer. If you can gesture, you can gesture. Gestures, the split-second charades game from Milton Bradley.
Doesn't matter how good your hair looks. If your scalp feels dry and overworked.
For the first time, get dry scalp relief and complete conditioning together. New Dry Scalp 2-in-1 from Head & Shoulders.
For results you're gonna love.
Let's figure out who this new computer is really for. You or them. All right. This is for you. This is for them. You, them. You, them, them. Probably you and them. You, if you get to the computer before they do. Definitely you. Them mostly. You sometimes. Everybody, really. If I talk about how it's built and backed and all that stuff, that won't help, because that's good for both of you. Okay, how is this? It's for everybody, but it lives in your room. You'll work it out.
Now there's a new Lever 2000 that makes skin feel even softer, smoother, even healthier. Touch it and see. Touch those velvety elbows, those silken knees. Touch those heels, those cheeks. Touch. Not there, please. New Lever 2000 has even more moisturizer than before, so it won't dry your skin like the leading deodorant soap. New Lever 2000. It's best for your skin and all your 2000 touchable parts.
Mighty Max, Mighty Max. It's Mighty Max.
Welcome to Skull Dungeon.
Wow!
Mighty Max.
Smasher, get up! Your brain donor is here. Me want brain. No way, slime face. Whoa! Watch out for that first step. It's not over, Mighty Max.
Will Max get fried? His fate is in your hands. Mighty Max, Mighty Max. You can collect all his adventure sets, each sold separately. Mighty Max figure included from Mattel.
Hey, who's this?
Introducing radio-controlled Elmo and Puppy.
Elmo loves Puppy.
The very first pet your kid can really control with his friend Elmo.
Chase your tail, Puppy.
Uh-oh, he's good.
Press Elmo's hand or tummy, and Elmo talks to Puppy.
Look at Puppy go.
And Puppy really listens.
Who taught him all that?
Me.
Or see Elmo and Puppy from Sesame Street.
I gotta learn some new tricks.
Set 'em up! This bowling stuff's right up my alley! Shark Attack Bowling is the sport with shark fins. The shark is the ball, and the fisher is fins. I love to let him go! The shark is on a roll! Shark Attack Bowling! It's Shark Attack Bowling! I sneak up on him slow like, then I strike! Shark Attack Bowling! Knock down the most bigs who win! Let him up and let him go! The shark is on a roll! Shark Attack Bowling! It's Shark Attack Bowling! I win! Shark Attack Bowling sure beats fishing!
There's a new technology taking shape. SmartVacs by Eureka. They put an end to the notion that high-tech features have to cost an arm and a leg. Models with dirt alert, infrared dirt sensing, offered at the lowest prices ever, find embedded dirt in your carpets. Others with true HEPA-sealed filtration filter better than any other upright at a fraction of what some charge. Add to that a full array of work-saving features, and they're the most intelligent vacuums we've ever created. Smart features, smart prices, SmartVacs by Eureka.
One day these rats were playing in the woods. Wanted some matches and that's no good. Listen to smoke before you give it a try.
Only you.
Don't play with matches. Don't play with fire. Oh, yeah. 'Cause there's nothing very funny about free time. Nothing very nice on a homeless mind. So if a gorgeous force is what you desire, don't play with matches. Don't play with fire.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Fire.
Are you going away?
I remember that one. They played that crap all the time. Especially like on Nickelodeon. You know, gotta tell the kids do not like matches in the forest. But yeah, I remember that one and played it all the time.
This summer, just make sure you're home and in front of the TV on August 15th when Nickelodeon will snick for the very first time.
Everything you hear in this commercial comes from this. Sound effects. fast. You move and it breaks. Sound effects. Sounds like a blast. Sound effects action band. Each makes 6 sounds. Each sold separately. Batteries not included.
What's that? A mind control machine?
Yeah, right.
Dance. Change the waffle taste.
Change the waffle taste.
Make them smaller.
Smaller.
Smaller bites, new Waffleicious taste. New Waffle Crisp cereal is part of a complete breakfast.
More milk dairy. Awesome.
Okay, so that sound, that song right there.
Et voici, en exclusivité mondiale, les toutes premières images de la nouvelle saga du plus grand jeu d'aventure de tous les temps. Link revient fin 98, dans un univers en 3D temps réel. Zelda 64. Un jeu bientôt disponible exclusivement sur Nintendo 64.
Huh, sounds familiar. Now we go back and listen to this.
What's that? A mind control machine?
Yeah, right.
Dance. Change the waffle taste.
Change the waffle taste.
Make them smaller.
Smaller.
Smaller bites, new Waffleicious taste. New Waffle Crisp cereal is part of a complete breakfast.
More milk dairy. Awesome.
Wow, I don't know if that was like just stock sound or something that they pay for a library or database of sounds and songs and they just chose that one, but what are the odds? Also, you notice that that trailer was for like beta Zelda that was, you know, shown off at one of the E3s or something. So, yeah, the same music. That's so cool.
Do you, Yahoo?
You know, nowadays I think if Grandpa looked up bait on online, probably might come up with a few different searches and a few different results. Times have changed.
Taste 7 kinds of fruits in Hawaiian Punch.
Introducing lunchbox-sized Hawaiian Punch chillers with vitamin C and as much calcium as half a serving of milk for a double C punch. So they're more nutritious than ordinary drink boxes and they're chilled in the refrigerated section.
Hey, how about a nice Hawaiian Punch?
Sure.
New Hawaiian Punch chillers, original and no added sugar. Pack a healthier punch.
With lunch. Hey, I'm no numbskull, so call me at 1-900-909-2233, and you'll hear the funniest monster jokes like, what's a vampire's favorite sport? Basketball. Or the one about the ghoul who missed her mummy. You'll also find out how to get these scary street signs featuring my friends Dracula, Wolfman, and Frankenstein. It costs $2.45 for a 2-minute message, so ask your mom or dad if it's okay before you call 1-900-909-2233. I'm dying to make you laugh.
What is a skeleton's favorite snack? Go on, guess!
Wild Things by Converse.
All right, so there we go. There we go. Rad 90s commercials. Good stuff. But yeah. So about 50 minutes in, so pretty long. Anyway, that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.